What if I told you that a well-designed performance management system could literally increase your company's revenue even without hiring a single extra person? Well, today I will show you how to measure the return on investment of a strong performance management system using data and not just vibes. This is because performance reviews shouldn't just be annual rituals, they should drive your business growth. Welcome back to HR Analytics and Rewards Lab. On this channel, we simplify HR analytics and rewards for professionals like you. So many organizations still treat performance management as a compliance exercise. Ratings are inconsistent, goals aren't linked to strategy, and feedback is reactive and not predictive at all. The result? High-performing employees will feel undervalued, whilst low performers stay too long and business growth plateaus. But with data, we can prove the business case for doing this right. Let's talk numbers. ROI from a strong performance management system comes from three major impact zones: productivity, retention, and alignment. Let's begin with productivity uplift. You can use the metric revenue per employee to mirror this. This is simply your total revenue divided by average headcount. Just imagine a situation where every employee is contributing 2 million naira more per year because their KPIs actually connect to business outcomes. This is actually what management would want to see. You can also look at it from reduced turnover costs. You can use your turnover cost savings to show this metric, that is the number of avoided exits multiplied by average cost per exit. You would want to show that when high performers see fair ratings and growth, they stay. This is because even a 5% retention improvement would save the company millions. Again, for goal alignment ROI, you can use percentage of employee goals that are linked to strategic KPIs to mirror this. Remember that when business goals are cascaded properly, duplication efforts will reduce, decision making would accelerate, and executions will become sharper. In the following slides, I will discuss in details how these metrics are computed and how they work. Here's how to compute your ROI. It's simply the summation of your productivity gains, retention savings, and alignment value. Then you subtract your total cost of implementation. The value is then divided by the total cost of implementation, usually presented in percentage terms. Let's look at an example. If your new performance system actually cost you 20 million to roll out, but all your yields, your gains, is 60 million in productivity and retention value, that's a 200% ROI. In the next slide, I will show you a breakdown of how to compute your productivity gains, your cost of implementation, and your alignment value. Discussing productivity gains. This is the measurable increase in output per employee after you have implemented a stronger performance management system. We're literally just saying you want to do more with the same workforce because it reflects your improvement in clarity, accountability, and motivation. Now, when performance management works well, employees would understand their targets clearly. They will get timely feedback. They will stay accountable. They will focus on high impact priorities. And this would definitely and directly impact your revenue per employee or your output ratio and even operational efficiency. Just like on the screen, we see the formula to compute your productivity gains. So say your revenue per employee before you implemented a working and a strong performance management system was 22 million. And after you have done that, it is now 25 million. And you had a head count of 400 employees within that period. Your productivity gain is simple. The difference between your revenue per employee multiplied by your head count. Alternatively, you can even track this using output metrics if you don't want to use a revenue per employee. So your productivity gains in this case will be output per employee increase. That's the increase of the output per employee multiplied by the unit value of every output. Now, productivity gains tells your CEO one thing, that your employees are producing more value per head. The new system helps employees focus on what matters most, and it improves how much value you get from each salary that is paid. When it comes to alignment value, we are simply just saying turning your goals into measurable impacts. You want to do this because when performance goals are misaligned, you have busy teams that are low impact teams. People will just work hard on the wrong things. But when alignment is strong, every individual's output will roll up to the business KPIs. Business KPIs like your revenue growth, your customer retention, your market expansion, or your cost reduction. Just like the example we have on the screen, let's explain how to compute your alignment value. Say before the purchase of a new performance system or before the revamp of your performance system, you had 60% of employees' goals that are aligned to strategic business KPIs. Then after the overhauling, you now have 85% alignment. This is a 25% increment. So hold that thought. Now let's assume that 1% improvement leads to an increase in output that costs a certain amount, in this case 500,000. You would just have to refer to your historical data to know what this amount is. So to compute your alignment value, you take the 25%, which is the difference, multiply it by the cost of the growth, which is 500,000, and then multiply it by your total number of employees, and you can get your alignment value. For cost of implementation, this is simply the investment side of your ROI. It is the cost that covers every investment made to build and run the system, your technology spend, training, change management, and even people time. It's your total spend on making performance management work better, everything you did to make performance management work better. And it is what you will use to compare against the productivity and alignment gains before you can get your ROI. Call the formula. So the components that you need to ensure that you compute are your technology tools. For instance, cost of buying or upgrading your performance management platform, the system configuration and integration, the trainings that were done, the cost of the workshops for managers and employees, communication campaigns, performance calibration sessions, even your HR spends setting all of this up, managing cycles, analyzing data, all of those things have to be computed. And if you had external consultants or internal design hours, that you can also cost that, and that will give you your implementation costs. Now let's discuss how to present this to management. When you present this to leadership, please speak their language. That is business value. Instead of just going there to say, people feel more engaged now, say things like, we improve productivity by 20 million or by 5 million and cut turnover cost by 3 million. The metrics you want to display on your deck should have things around revenue per employee trend, voluntary turnover cost, goal completion rate, and the likes, because performance management isn't just HR's job, it's a profitability driver. So the next time someone says, why are we investing in this new system? Show them the numbers. The ROI of performance management isn't just theory, it's measurable impact. So remember to always turn your performance reviews into performance value. So if you like what we have just discussed here today, please subscribe to this channel for more HR analytics insights.